We are elated to be back on the road. We've been driving now for about 30 minutes, getting a feel for the van, and it definitely feels different. And of course, we're super sensitive to every sound and everything. The engine sounds good, the turbo sounds good, but we don't have as much power as we did before. And so we don't accelerate as fast. And also, when I mash down on the gas and the RPMs come up, we're shifting gears and it feels like a much higher RPM. So our top end speed, our power doesn't seem to be the same. Now maybe we're being super sensitive, not sure, but up in front of us we just caught a glimpse of the mountains. And so as we work our way towards La Baye, which is in the path to get to Conakry, the capital city, we have to go through there. So obviously we're still a bundle of nerves. We just want to get to our destination. But I wanted to just check in here and say we're in new territory. We made it further than we were before. But yeah, we're still cautiously optimistic. Alright, here we go. It says 2 hours and 17 minutes to Mamou.
Good morning. We're not winning any beauty contests today. In fact, we hope when we make it to the hotel they let us in, that we don't look too rough. But we did have a pretty decent spot to sleep. Y'all know we rolled in there and it was dark and we couldn't see it. But looking out at it this morning, it's really pretty. There's a mist laying over everything, and it's been a long time since we've been anywhere where there was any kind of moisture or humidity. So it actually is really nice and it's pretty, and the birds were chirping, and we hope that is a good start to our day. We have 3 hours to get to a town called Mamou, and the roads are supposed to continue to be horrible until then. And then from our research and from what we understand, on the other side of Mamou they should get a little bit better. So I think we're kind of planning on about 9 to 10 hours of driving today, factoring in the bad roads. We'll see how that goes. We got a start of about 7:15 this morning, and we got about a half a mile on this dirt road before we get back to the main road we turned off of last night. You ready?
We are headed to Conakry, however you say it. And we really just need to get there. There's hopefully a mechanic that can fix what we need. And really kind of more urgently at the moment is so we can get a shower, so we can get a hot meal, and we can get the kitties for a nice relaxing walk, and we can just decompress. So
now this morning while we were having oatmeal, they did have the door open and they were enjoying the birds chirping. And they've got a nice little fort built back in the bedroom, and we have YouTube TV for cats on, so they're watching birds and squirrels. They're okay. Don't worry about them. We're feeling horribly guilty, but to be honest, they're doing just fine. So we got some more driving to do today, guys, and hopefully we get to that city. Conakry, here we come. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. We're gonna make it. I know it. So I know you've been hearing us say the van doesn't have any power. It doesn't have any power. But we're coming through a town here and it's quite hilly. And a few of them were steep. So to give you an example of what we mean when we have no power, we turn everything off. Yeah, air conditioner, our spare alternator, anything that could be pulling power from the engine. We get the best running start we can for a hill, which is hard to do because of the potholes in the road. And then we literally just crawl.
Like 1 to 2 miles an hour.
It's 5 kilometers an hour is what the GPS is registering. This semi is probably going to come, darn it. So it's tough, guys. The van is making it up the hills, but there's been a few times I thought it was going to almost not stall out, but just quit going, just quit moving forward. You know?
Well, we had one situation. We stopped like at a speed bump, and we almost couldn't make it over the speed. We didn't have the power to get over the speed bump.
So it's tough, guys. I have a feeling, I feel it in my gut that we're going to get to the city, but these hills, and we're coming up on another one, it's scary. You know, I don't know if the van's just not going to make it up the hill one time. So I wanted y'all to experience that with us, and here we go again on another one. Downshifting does not help, and the gears just don't catch when they should.
Yeah, the speedometer says 1 mile an hour, and I doubt we're going that fast.
Yeah, it's really tough, guys. Get up this one. What do we do? Let it rest? Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Might not make it up this hill, guys. We're not moving. Put it in low. Put it in low. Maybe that'll give us something. Now you gotta start with 4-wheel drive. Engage it. Alright, now park. Now low. Hit it again. Did it engage? I don't think the low did. Alright, that's helping us. Oh boy, guys. How's the temperature?
It's good.
Up that hill. Man, guys, I didn't think we were gonna make it.
Well, we stopped. We stalled. We couldn't.
Yeah.
We were full on the gas and we weren't moving. And Snow had a good idea to put it in low gear, so we put it in low gear and 4-wheel drive. And we were able to start moving an inch and literally inching up the hill again. And we can't handle any grade steeper than that. We'll just get stuck. We can't.
We'd have to find someone to pull us up the hill.
Yep.
All right, so I think we leave it in low till we get out of this rolling area here. And
actually, we should probably take it out.
Well, I just didn't know if we'd have another hill right up here.
Yeah,
I guess we can always engage it back into low if we need to. Yeah, maybe we take it out of low.
Yeah,
Just gotta stop to do that. can do that at the top of this hill, maybe. Alright, we're going to take it out of low. But at least now we know if we get in a spot like that, we can put it back in it.
And get a little more juice, not much.
We still got about 8 hours to go, guys. Can't really tell from the map, even the topography map, how steep these mountains stay through here.
I'm gonna get out.
So, y'all just, in your mind, just be behind the van, giving us a push. That's what we need.
Tomatoes, and cabbage. Run down that.
Yeah, it's made like a dust-free zone.
Like an asphalt, like a tar.
Yeah, stacked.
Yard.
It's primed.
Yeah, primed.
We've been on the road for 4 hours. We've just about made it to the small city of Mamu. Now, when we left camp this morning at 7:15, the Google said we'd get there in about an hour and a half. It was wrong. We knew it would be, but it's actually taken a little longer than we thought. The roads have been really, really tough. And they're supposed to get better on the other side of Mamu, so we're really hoping for that. But I just wanted to pop in and give you guys an update. We still have every intention of getting to the hotel in Conakry tonight. So y'all hope like heck that those roads get better on the other side of Mamu.
And just so you know, Snow and I have been talking along the way and debating whether this stretch right here is the worst stretch of roads that we've ever traveled. And we traveled some tough ones in Patagonia.
Yeah.
Well, we've traveled some tough roads around the world.
Yeah.
And when you're debating which is the worst road, that tells you no matter what,
It's
it
bad.
is super, super bad. And, you know, it's been a couple days of bad roads, so it just wears on you. And we're ready for a relief.
We did stop and take about a 20-minute break on a really bad section to give us a break, to give the kiddies a break. They got settled in. They're taking naps now. So it's just slow and steady. We're going to get there. I do want to say that driving through these small villages and these little rural farms and even the small little towns we go through and seeing the conditions that these people live in makes me feel really, really, really guilty about complaining about how bad a road is. We have decided that the people that live in this part of the world are nothing short of amazing, and they're survivalists to the core.
They're tough, they're resilient. I mean, to live in these circumstances, how they load up everything they have up in these taxis, and the taxis just whip them in and they get all the stuff off the car. They set up their markets for the day and try to sell what little bit of vegetables or potatoes or chickens or goats or whatever they've been able to forage or raise, and into these markets. And then at the end of the day, they load up these bush taxis, which we have named suicide taxis because of how overloaded they are, the number of people that are on top of them, and how fast and crazy they drive around these corners. I mean, it's something like you've never seen. But I will tell you, man, these people, they're doing it. They're doing it in a tough environment, no doubt.
And also, and I don't know if we've done a good enough job of showing it to you guys, but they don't have running water. They don't have power in their homes. So you see anywhere from 4 and 5 years old up to, 50, 60-year-old women carrying huge buckets of water on their head where they've walked to the community well, which, if you're lucky, is 1,000 feet away. But we see them walking just miles down the road for water that they've probably gotten out of a river or out of a well that may or may not be drinkable. It's unbelievable how they live, and that yet they can still smile and wave at us when we go by. So I'm going to quit complaining about the roads. And we're going to get to the city, and everything's going to be all right.
How you doing? Good morning. How are you today?
Bonjour.
Good. Thanks, sir.
Merci.
Have a great day.
Good day.
Thank you.
You too, man. Hey, guys, take care. Oh, is this it?
5.8 kilometers to the gas station.
Is this it?
Did we just watch this logo get to good roads? Oh, I'm afraid to think we did. Policeman yelling out. Their little wooden bridges.
There's a biker. White biker dude. License plate. Here's another gas station. I ain't trying to go in here.
No, we're okay. The semis have to fuel up somewhere, and they don't fuel up here.
And they ain't feeling up on those little ones.
Yeah. Our plan was to fuel up here in Mamou, but we have now pulled into 3 different gas stations that have not been easy to pull into, and nobody has diesel here. So this is another one for us to try.
4.3 meters. Can we make it under that?
Yeah. He's waving you on. Let's see what he's got. Maybe he's got gasol.
Yes, all.
Woohoo! Alright, right in the middle of telling y'all we were struggling to get fuel, we pulled into another gas station, our 4th one, and they have diesel. So, whew, we'll top off, which should get us to Conakry.
It's 120 Guinea francs per liter. I don't know the conversion right
We'll
now.
put it on
There's
the
so
screen.
much chaos. I'm having
Yeah.
a hard time focusing.
We'll put it on the screen.
I will share with you, I am a bundle of nerves, but I want to kind of change the topic a little bit to give you a little color commentary on what we've been seeing, because between gritting our teeth and moaning and groaning, we have been seeing some interesting things. And as we move further and further south, the world has become much more jungly, many more trees. It still looks kind of like a dry environment, although there are some rivers, which we didn't see a lot of up north. And also the produce stands on the side of the road are starting to look a lot better. Big fresh tomatoes, big heaping piles of potatoes, cabbages, and things like that. It's clear that when we saw that stuff up north, further north, the climate and conditions weren't such that they could grow such good looking vegetables. But we're definitely into a region, and I'm sure as we move south it'll even be more so. We are headed down kind of out of the mountains. I guess I don't really even know the mountains we were in. We just were trying to survive. But there's a lot of vehicles broken down on the side of the road. There's still a lot of taxis whipping up and down the road. But we are on the home stretch, and we are excited about that. Snow's at the wheel. Snow, you gonna get us there?
I'm gonna try. It says 4 hours and 16 minutes. If the roads stay like this, we might can do it in 5. So we just have to see, guys. We have to see.
The last major town that we need to come through before Conakry is Kindia. And as we entered into Kindia, the outskirts, we were absolutely amazed at how many school children we saw walking aside the road. Now, one of the things that we've seen throughout Western Africa is a lot of kids everywhere. And as we've told you, most of the people, most of the businesses, most of the homes, all the activity or most of the activity happens alongside the road. And so we just came through this huge parade of kids, I think, coming home from school. But the good news is about hitting Kindia is from here, it's mostly downhill down into Conakry. So we have a wave of emotions running through us right now. We are, first of all, exhausted, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And well, we're just kind of riding in silence, just listening to every tone the van makes, knowing we're going down the home stretch, just hoping we can make it to Conakry. And on a whole nother line of thoughts, we're worrying about whether we can get the parts we need in Conakry. Is Conakry going to be the place that can solve all of our problems that we're having with the van? And so we are a mix of excitement, anticipation, nervousness, and all that. And I can tell you, as we approach Conakry, the landscapes, the mountains that we can see off in the distance, the palm trees that are starting to show up are encouraging. But as we get into the city limits, we're quickly met with the reality that is Africa. And that is a bustling city that frequently is overcrowded, does not have full utilities, meaning electric, running water, sanitation, all that stuff. And so as we roll into the city, we're really just a mess, just hoping that we can make it to our hotel where we can get some rest and where we can clear our heads and we can make some better decisions for what we're going to do moving forward.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!